Hello everyone, my name is Natalia Lauk and today we're going to be reviewing Fundamentals of Piano Theory from Keith Snell, book 6, page 4. Rhythm in music, very important part. So let's look at assignment number 5 and see what we can do better with this one. So first of all, if you in 2/4 remember, the half of your beat is going to be equal eighth note, so that means your and is going to go right there on the actually on the half of the beat, and the same way here, unless you're writing in 16th notes. In this case it's going to be 1 E and right, 1 E and yeah, 2 E and okay, so this is actually going to be 1 E and 2 D and 1 and 2 and. So same thing here. So this measure is correct. Measure 3, again, your and needs to be equal half of the beat, which is in this case eighth note, so it has to be placed correctly. The rest is correct. Good. Now the next part is play each example. So what I would say, clap it first, saying 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, so repeat it several times till you can get the beat correctly. And then I would play extremely slow, like this: 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So this one is 4/4. Again, half of your beat equal what? It's equal eighth note, okay? So I would write 1 and in this case, your second beat starts with a, actually with a rest. So you write 2, and then you write place and here, okay? Just remember, your one beat is equal quarter note. Half of your beat equals eighth note, okay? 3 and 4 and. Okay, don't get confused by rests. They are part of the music as well. You cannot just skip them, right? Most of the people think they are, but it's not. It's not like that. Okay, the rest almost correct, except again your and is not placed right. So this one is going to be, I would recommend to count in 1 E and right, in 16. So this is going to be 1 E and so this one falls on E, and then your 4 is actually correct, but your and again is not where it's supposed to be. So make sure where it's supposed to be. Okay, again, now let's try counting and clapping. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and so this one is kind of a bit tricky. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to again play it very slowly, like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. So that's my recommendation for this one. Let's look. Oh, this is tricky. But again, let's review it together and see if I can help you to do something more correctly. So 2/4, what is your one beat is equal to? It equals quarter note, right? Quarter note equals one beat. And you actually starting with eighth note. You only have a half beat, so that means you're not going to start with beat 2. You're starting with a half of the beat 2, the end of the beat 2. Okay, then the rest, almost correct, but again, make sure 32nd actually is going to fit within 1/8 note. Those all 30 seconds are going to fit within 1/8 note. So that means your and needs to be strictly under this eighth note. Your 2 is correct, your and is correct. I would do 1 E and right here, 2 E and okay, 2 E and 1 E and okay, 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and okay. Now let's try to clap it. Let's do it very, very slow because you remember you have to fit 4 within 1/8 note. So that means if your 8th note like this, it's going to be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3, or you can say pacatella, 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 pacatella. Okay. Okay, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, let's see if we can count aloud and play it. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and okay. So try it by yourself. See if you can do it. Okay, 6 add the bar lines to each music example. Write the counts of the line below the stuff. Okay, let's look at this one. That actually looks pretty correct. 1, 2, and 3 and 1 E and good job. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and good work. Okay, so let's just try to clap it. And again, we're gonna go pretty slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, now remember when you're going to be playing, observe 2 flats because you are actually in G minor, if you can see correctly, from Polonaise in G minor by Chopin. So your first finger is going to go to B flat, right? So 1 and 2 and G minor. 1 and 2 and rest. And 1 and 2 and rest. And 1 E and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, good. Let's look at the last one, 6, 8. This one, again, if you have like half of the beats, which is in this case half of the beats because your 1 beat is equal 8, half of the beat is going to equal 16, so you probably need 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And so this is not your beat 2 because you have dotted 8th note, okay, as your beat 1. So that means you're basically going to have 1 and 2. And this is going to be, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So this is going to be 1 and, yeah, 2 and 3 and then you have 4 and 5 and 6 and because you have 30 seconds here, okay? So if you subdivide the speed, so it's going to be 6E and sorry if it's not very clear. Again, this is going to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, and this is going to be your 6. Okay, let's see if we can clap this part. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hopefully you got it. Now let's try and play it. 1, okay, 3 and 4 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good luck. that's a great example of rhythmical difficulties. Okay, looking forward for you to try and complete it on.